Well, I think the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to wash this engine bay and the engine because it's quite oily. I know the valve cover is leaking at the top there. As you guys can see, all of that oil in there. So I want to clean it. Then we'll pull the front bumper and the headlights and the rad support off, and we'll change the rad. But before we put the new rad in, once it's all apart, we'll pull the valve cover, or sorry, the intake manifold, and then we'll change the valve cover gasket and the O-rings for each individual spark plug, and then put her back together. All right, sprayed her down with some engine degreaser. Let her sit for about 5 minutes, and then we'll give her a quick little rinse and wash it all off. We'll let it dry off, and then I'll back her in and start taking it apart. But I'd like to have it cleaned first, so I don't get too dirty while working on it, but we'll see how it turns out. Well, that's a lot better. A lot less greasy. Yeah, you can definitely see a little bit of oil left in there, but much better. I'm going to be cleaning it again once I take it apart anyways, so alright, let's get this thing taken apart. Alright, we're ready to take this thing apart. First things first, the grill. The grill's got to come out. There's 3 screws behind the grill, and got to pull these lower ones off as well because there's one on either side screws. And then there's some in the fender well here with the wheel well. I can't really, it's hard to see, but I'll show you guys when I get to that part. Okay, so first things first, we'll pull that bumper, then the headlights. You have to pull the bumper first to get to the headlights, and then the rad support. So let's pull this grill off. Bam! Grill's off. Now the bumper. Bam! Bumper's off. So like I said, there's 3 that hold it on top here, and then 1 on either side. 1 here, 1 there, and then you can see where the holes are here. So there's just 1, 2, oh sorry, 1, 2, yeah, 3, 4. This one only had 3. This one was missing. And the bottom there, on the bottom there's 1 as well. This one was missing. And this one was missing 1 here. So I had 2 on the top, 1 there, 1 there, and then I had 1 on the bottom. So now I can pull this foam off, and we'll pull the reinforcement from behind the bumper off, and then we'll pull the headlights next. Then that bumper, then the rad support can come off. And just like that, the rad support's out. It's out of the way. We got it all lined up here, how I took it apart. That's what's gonna get cleaned. So everybody's like, oh, you gotta undo the AC, you gotta evaporate the system. No, you don't. You can literally just leave it all in place and just undo it, pull your old radiator out, put the new one in, and then just reassemble it all. It's not actually connected, they're just mounted together. So there you go. So now we're got it draining a little bit here. It's not looking too good. It's pretty old, and I'm pretty sure it's cracked right here, and this is broken. I think I have a new one of these in the trunk, so I might replace that along with the 90 on the bottom. And so now I just gotta separate. Oh yeah, look at that. Ooh, she was leaking bad. Split right here too. Okay, so I'm just gonna unmount the AC radiator, and then Put the new one in. And that's the new one. It's all aluminum. So it should be the same size here. We'll see how the shroud and everything fits on. So let's get it. Okay, there we go. Radiator's out. The AC radiator is still in there. I haven't taken anything apart. It literally has 4 screws on the front and then one on the very bottom that mounts to the bottom of the rad there, and then it just kind of slides over this way and out. So here's the old one. We're gonna pull the fans and everything off of this one, put it on the new one, and then slide it back in. But before we go and do that, I am gonna get this guy ready to go. But now that we're here, we have lots of room. So now I'm gonna pull the intake manifold off now and redo the valve cover, put that back on, and then I'll put the front all back together. Just gives me a lot more space, a lot more room. All right, we've got the intake manifold off, and yeah, that's pretty nasty. It's pretty nasty in there, full of oil. Honestly, there's not very much carbon buildup on the valves. Like, it looks pretty nice. Definitely leaking oil though, coming from the valve cover. And this is what the intake looks like. It looks like it was pinched maybe, but it's definitely, I don't even know what's going on here. That was not installed correctly, I'm guessing, or something. But yeah, it was, yeah, even right here, look at that. Oof. So somebody's been in there and they didn't do a very good job of putting this back on, so I'll clean her out real good. Clean out the intake runners real good. Okay, let's get the valve cover. Oh, this thing's just drowning in oil in there. That is not good. Oh my god. Oh, no wonder she's running a little rough. It's just full of oil in there. Wow. Yeah, like they're all just caked. Oh, now do I replace these or do I just clean them and run them? Oof. Oof. Okay. That's wild. Okay, let's clean this up. Yep, we've got this far. Got the valve cover off. It's pretty nasty in there. Doesn't look the cleanest. I mean, it's been leaking for a while and it shows. But everything else looks okay. Cams look okay. Nothing crazy. No flat spots. She's a little dirty, but other than that, so yeah, okay, now it's time to clean it up and put it back together.